Today I'm going to show you some of the features and benefits of a 2016 Yamaha Drive reconditioned golf cart. So I'm going to start by showing you under the engine compartment where to find your serial number and also where to find the oil dipstick. On a Yamaha Drive, the serial number of the golf cart is found here behind the gas tank on a barcode label. Your oil dipstick is right here so that you can periodically check the oil in your golf cart. And then we also have a tailpipe extension that has a blue hose connecting it so that the fumes from the muffler go out the side of the car. If we leave it going out the back, many times it can draft back in through the open window in the back. It's especially helpful when the sides are down in inclement weather so that the fumes go outside the car instead of drafting back inside. I'm going to show you where the gas gauge is located on the Drive model. You can see it lights up here, and it's a two-part system. We can see here where there's dashes along the top, which shows you the amount of fuel that you have, and these dashes disappear as your fuel goes down. Underneath here we have what looks like a little egg timer and a 0.8. That's the number of hours on the engine. Also right here we have a button that you can flip that turns the emergency flashers on should you be stopped along the side of the road. The headlights on your Drive are right here on the stick. This is a multi-purpose stick. In this case, you only have to turn it one time. Your horn is also located here. You just tap it and it will come on. Your turn signals are also in this location. And you can see that there's an indicator on the post so that you can remember to turn your signals off. So here's your headlight switch, which turns your lights on. Your indicator for your turn signal. And you also have the flasher button we talked about just a moment ago. Your Drive is also equipped with not only the taillights at the bottom, but a light bar at the top. Many people forget that their golf towel is covering up their taillights, so this is a good safety feature for you. When you have the turn signal on, it's up high as well as down low. When you press on your brakes, they come on. And then when your headlights are turned on, it's also activated. For your newly painted, reconditioned golf car, we also provide you with touch-up paint should you have a little mishap down the road. Down here we have our brake pedal, which also has a parking brake on it. And to release the parking brake, we simply press the accelerator. Also, we have another horn button down here on the floor. In order for your golf car to go forward, this lever needs to be in the forward position, and you simply press on the accelerator to go. When you're ready to back up, move it down to the right till you hear the tone, and you're ready to go in reverse. When that buzzer quit just then, the car is in neutral, and if you take the brake off, you are able to push the car if you just want to move it out of the garage briefly. This golf car is also equipped with a flip-out windshield, allowing you to get a lot of air circulation while you're driving down the road. It will open into a completely locking position simply by pulling on these levers and pushing it back against the window so that it won't vibrate shut while you're driving. Many people, me included, prefer to leave it this way so that if it does suddenly start raining, I can bring it in a little bit, still get ventilation in the golf car, but not get soaked. Your enclosure also has some unique features to it. The first one being the hard balance on the outside, which keeps everything nice and neat when it's rolled up. It also will keep this from flopping up and hitting the roof as you're driving with the sides down. This is called the flat back, and when we release the snaps back here, it's going to provide a complete enclosure when the weather is very cold. As we roll it down, we can see the zippers. We tuck this around here. And then we pull it underneath this large bar, where we can then secure it to the golf car by simply zipping it down here and attaching it back here to the golf car. Then, if it does get warm when you have the sides down, you can simply unzip this window, roll this portion up, and once again, have some ventilation in your golf cart. When you do have the flat back down here, It also attaches to our side panels, which gives you a very nice tight enclosure, protecting you from that cold weather, wind, rain, so that we can use our golf cars year-round here in the villages. When this one comes down, it gives you complete protection from the rain. I oftentimes leave just this panel down on my golf cars so that I can simply release the snaps from inside, zip myself in, and when that sudden pop-up thunderstorm ends, then I climb out and snap these down so that it gives me better weather protection yet. But in the meantime, I'm not getting soaked. When we do this reverse, there's some tricks that make it a whole lot easier to roll up your enclosure. If you notice the creases in here, it's a good reminder on how to do the folds. And the more folding we do, the less rolling we have to do. So now I'm almost at shoulder length already to roll this up, and I'm not trying to be all the way at the ground level to roll up the side of my golf cart. Simply feel for the snaps, hook it back in, and you're ready to go. It's always a good idea when rolling these up to stop a little ways down so that you don't have to rethread those up near the roof, which can be a little bit awkward and tight up there. If you'll do this each and every time you roll them up, those creases will stay in there and you won't have to fight with it. This is your plug protector. Simply folds down, zips on the side here, and when you're putting it back up, just simply fold in the crease here. I like to tuck the clear part in and have the fabric be next to the snaps. It just has a neater appearance when you put it all back together. When we go to put this back up, it's a good idea to zip this down. It gives you a little more to hold on to. And just pull the whole thing out of here. Allow this Velcro to reconnect, keeping it all put back together. Fold your corners in. Fold the bottom up. And as you're rolling, I like to use the posts on the back of the cart to roll it up against so that I can make sure that these tabs are on the front when I get to the top. Great little tool to use to keep your snaps working beautifully for years to come. We have a product called Zipper Ease. It's in a nice little tube, so you can just put it on the female end of the snaps. When you snap them back in, it will lubricate both sides of that snap and keep it functioning very well.